stupid. She just fell and caught.
Sir, Sir Lodge.
Give us...
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The Commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The Knights, Aedirnian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Skill and Bolden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorveth.
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care! Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Calton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! They need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Roll it down, you surly dog!
Say, Witcher, come over here.
Why is he link?
Those...
He better search.
Yeah, Winston...
You know
Willie or...
He...
Where?
Hi.
Oh, what? Just... What's it really all about?
We kill...
A land?
We have...
It's not...
Then we...
And all...
And the not...
We are...
Do it!
Farewell.
This is
Give us
nonsense.
this whore
What
flower!
will the prince
Say,
gain with the
Witcher,
virgin
come over
step?
here.
The prince has it coming.
If not for that damned Yorveth, the serfs would probably be hanging the prince.
I've been looking for you.
I don't know you.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
What? What happened? You say something?
Nah, just your imagination. I don't want to hurt you, I really don't. But I'll cut your arm off if I have to.
No, no, please!
So tell me what you saw.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. They wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, just clear the servants from the kitchen. Nothing more. Reverend Alkan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
What should I do?
They say someone cast a spell, and the Virgin fell as it did.
Hello, Chief.
They say she's dead.
You're stupid. She just fell.
Change your tone when we put a sickle
Say,
to your
Witcher,
throat.
come over here.
Save your threats for your hog-smelling woman.
Say, Witcher, come over here.
It's good to see someone's taking care of it.
Who will the Witcher side with?
He's on very good terms with that damned elf.
Maybe he has good intentions. Defended the prince.
I hear. They say she's dead.
You're stupid. She just fell.
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook Henselt, called king by some, thought that Aedirnians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedweni crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen fart.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago the elves reigned here, and 1,000,000 years ago these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighbouring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want...
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Aedirnians, Kedweni, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen. A beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Vandegrift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard. But we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the Dunbanner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwenis gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armour. Then Vandegrift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandegrift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Aedirnian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedweni sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandegrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths, refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers, killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Aedirnians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard. Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandegrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarreg. Seltkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Seltkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandegrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Seltkirk with that new sword.
Vandegrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake of Seltkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbled something about a gauntlet, but He's a lying dog.
Thanks, Cecil.
Madam Eilhard,
I have a feeling Philippa...
here's hoping you...
You played that. Aye. And that...
And
Show me what you can do.
I'm first.
You say she is dead.
You're stupid. She just fell unconscious.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange. They flee their everyday lives and plunge into
Hello, Chief.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange. Let's hear it. See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky.
Hello, Chief.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange. Let's hear it. See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky. Have to check everything. Whether the bride's been ploughed, has a dowry, is diligent. Yet here we've a common girl. Saskia claims she's a virgin, and nobody questions her virtue. They just follow her.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to... Bebop, take care of yourself.
That's a witcher, not a human.
So, no schnapps?
Nope.
I think I've heard of you.
Saskia,
Which... Why so...
I need to...
It's about... Don't forget...
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
I don't know.
Don't try anything.
So it's really haunted now.
It is. They should make it a
You
mandatory
hugged a bear
pilgrimage
or
for young
what?
clerics.
How do you see it, Reverend? Do the gods favour Lady Saskia as she claims?
Emo!
Gods never favour independence.
Strange aura. Nothing interesting.
How do you see it? Do the gods favor Lady Saskia, as she claims?
Gods never favour rebellions that seek to topple the natural order.
Admit it. You would rather not see a woman at the head of an army.
How do you see
plague!
it? Do the gods favor Lady Saskia, as she claims?
I'll say it again.
Take care, what's up?
Humans are strange. Let's hear it. See, when they're to marry, they become
Thought we had a
terribly picky.
basilisk in the basement.
Have to check everything.
Turns
Whether the
out
bride's
it's
been
just
at your
asking.
service, claims she's a virgin.
And nobody
Greetings.
questions her virtue. They just follow her to war. Get drunk with ideas and what
They
thought we
flee
had a
their everyday
basilisk
lives
in the
and
basement.
plunge into
You hugged a bear,
Greetings.
The rich and the
My pen.
Indeed.
Lester. Why does the another love story?
Don't try anything.
try anything.
So, you thought it over? I'm on the way to it.
I hear. Shut your.
The commoners claim it's our prince is doing.
Such judgment.
Sirs and lords will never be on the same. Witcher, come
Give
over
us
here.
this whole plan. Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblate.
He'd glad.
Where's... Farewell.
They're
Give
playing
us this
into
whole
Hensel's
flower!
hands.
Rolling
If they start
dung,
each other
you
so-
I'd gladly hear your opinion on this.
Fuck. It's all
That's interesting.
just
Change your
Water
tone
with
when we
fire.
put a sickle to your Saskia could.
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian lands, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his saviour.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis's room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene Damed the prince can, curses on his king. Nobody in Bergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they want it, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis's leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Hensel cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis's time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
It appears Stennis would benefit the most from Saskia's death.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me. Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign!
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
You didn't say a word about your guilt or innocence. You demand justice. You want to summon a coven of the wise. But who will sit on that coven? Any peasants? No, only people you'll nominate yourself. Lords whom you'll reward with lands for reaching the right decision. Such men are to decide if you're guilty? No, you are guilty, Prince. You know you are. The nobles won't forgive them that.
They're a cowardly lot. Yelping's all they're good at.
And backstabbing.
By Stennis' example. His filthy life wasn't taken in vain. Eilhart will get royal blood, and Saskia will be cured.
We need to hurry. We can't keep peace in Vergen with strength alone.
Anything's possible using strength. One just has to know how to use it.
That's your credo?
Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt with this rabble.
What do you intend to do?
I'll get reinforcements. The Scoia'tael are more numerous than you think. Time to summon them. I'll leave shortly.
You won't get through the fog.
I don't intend to. Mountains may stop human armies, but not the Scoia'tael. I'm going south.
Will you be back in time?
I have to. Va fail, Gwynblade. Don't lose hope.
Evil eye.
So, you got it over. I'm on my way to the recruiting station. Adam.
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's a weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
In the Kaedweni camp?
You'll have to pass through the mist.
There's no time to lose.
I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through. I'll find you when you enter the mist.
Farewell, then.
So, you got it over. I'm on my way to the recruiting station. Adam.
Don't try anything.
I can go no further. If Deathmold senses my presence,
How will I get back to Vergen?
I'll wait nearby. Hurry.
I knew it. Damn, I knew it was you. When the mist started whirling, I told the boys, it's Geralt of Rivia. Well, my name isn't Vernon Roach. Friend of yours?
Just found him. He was already dead.
Interesting. Dressed like a Vergeni. You almost made it through the fog. What's your business here?
Triss is somewhere nearby.
Still looking for your sorceress. If she came here, I'd know about it.
She's got to be here. Philippa Eilhart located her.
It seems you met the whole menagerie. Will you abandon them too when things get hot? You fled with the elves while Vess almost died at that Horson Larido's house.
I'm not one of your men, Roach. I didn't betray you.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. You and your men against the whole world. Those not on your side are against you.
Don't you care about Voltest's death anymore?
The assassin kidnapped Triss, remember? Help me find her, and I promise I'll keep the word I gave you in the dungeons of La Valette Castle.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Right. If Triss is anywhere in the area, it can only be one place. At the rear, near the riverbank, the Nilfgaardians have set up their camp. Nobody can enter it. You can get there either via some caves or by sneaking through the main camp. I'd forget the gates. Believe it or not, the whorehouse is where you need to go to enter the caves. The ladies thought they'd use that passage to service the knights and nobles, but some monsters have their lairs there. If you've had your fill of whores and monsters, to the east there's a path that leads along the riverbank. That'll get you near the canteen. You'll have to sneak the rest of the way from there.
Thanks, Roach.
Hey! I'll hold you to your promise.
I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the...
Well, a witcher. Girls, prim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. We all have our principles.
I've got the Orans, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
I knew it. Friend,
Just
what's your...
Triss. She's got...
You...
I'm not...
I didn't...
But you...
Don't you...
Yes.
You...
That...
I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Black Ones.
We should have our say, take an interest in things. Or it will turn out that the jailmouth took over when he married them.
Shillard inviting us to their meeting.
Well, we should at least object somehow. The spit at the sight of the Black Ones. Turn our heads away. Piss on their tents.
Just need to watch that we don't make a mistake.
Well, how can I help you?
I wanted to...
We're no...
Sounds all right.
Ask her, what would you...
Anything in...
So,
Not...
They might... Well, how can I...
I wanted to...
We're no...
Sounds all right.
Ask her, what would you like...
I need to get inside the camp, unnoticed.
That'll cost you more than straight pla... That's nowhere near it.
I need to get in...
That'll... That's nowhere...
I need to get...
That'll cost... That seems satisfactory. We've done...
Thanks.
Although we...
I'm sure I'll...
The entrance...
Efkir Nordling, where do you think you're going?
To see the ambassador.
With all that steel on your back?
I'm here for Triss Merigold.
Drop your sword, Warlock. Now.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Shillard Fitz-Estelin is waiting.
Metnara Ravnavad, Hetman. Geralt, I'd hoped we wouldn't meet again.
We caught him sneaking through the camp, Excellency. We disarmed him.
Esther Garamnith.
He tried a charm on us.
I remember you telling Foltest you'd like to return to hunting monsters.
Triss Merigold was kidnapped.
Foltest's advisor. I heard she arrived at Vergen and hoped we would meet, but if she was kidnapped... Now I understand why you couldn't just stand by. But there are other reasons too. They told me you were in league with the Scoia'tael, with Iorveth himself no less. Is this true?
More or less.
Have you heard of the slaughter of Enshe at the Ravine of the Hydra? The kings of the north effectively forced the Empire to condemn and execute the war criminals of the Vryhed Brigade. Iorveth was among those condemned.
September 13th, 1269, the Ravine of the Hydra. Following the Peace of Sintra, 53 officers of the Vryhed Brigade were brought here and executed, their throats cut. The elves' bodies were dropped into the chasm. I don't know what the riders of the hunt were looking for. November 23rd, 1269. Sintra, the village of Coldwater, and another victim of the hunt. An 11-year-old boy. His parents didn't even ask if he had a chance. I'm tired. February 24th, 1270. A high pass in the Armouche Mountains. An imperial manticore, one of the world's oldest and deadliest monsters. I used to feel excitement at moments like this. Now the beast is only an obstacle on my way. Its meat and hot blood will help me survive this icy hell. May 30th, 1270. The Iruga River. The hunt continues to race south. Since I've been following them, they've taken 23 individuals, all between the ages of 10 and 20. All except for Yennefer.
Amusing that the Scoia'tael believe the Emperor betrayed them. In fact, the kings of the north demanded the massacre at the Ravine of the Hydra. Do you feel well?
I feel fine.
I'm sorry, I can't give you more of my time. The long road to Loch Muin awaits me. The Council and the Conclave are waiting, and Triss Merigold, as always, arrives in the nick of time.
What are you talking about?
The figurine. He must have it on him.
What's the meaning of this?
I want to introduce someone to you. This is Vanamar, my personal sorcerer. He sensed Triss approaching our camp, though she was to arrive in different company. Before you die, Witcher, would you be so kind as to explain how you got your hands on this figurine?
I found it on a man's corpse.
And you finished for the Emperor's glory. Triss will help us find those wenches that betrayed the Empire. I don't know whether you killed Talvik or found him dead, it's irrelevant now. I'd prefer not to sentence to death a man previously pardoned by the Emperor himself. Unfortunately, I have no choice. Vanamar, once you're done with him, convey my congratulations to Cynthia. Leading Philippa Eilhart up the garden path is no small feat. Farewell, Witcher.
This is a good place. Are you ready, Geralt of Rivia?
Plow yourself, Nilfgaardian.
Your words mean nothing now.
Ready to die, Nilfgaardian?
Let's
Just what I wanted.
Be so still!
Eliadio Archileas. Eliadio Archileas. Eliadio Archileas.
Just like the good old days. Having killed an Nilfgaardian for years. I knew you'd get in trouble.
You've a talent for getting me out of it. Shillard has Triss. He's taking her to Loch Muin.
Now I understand the commotion. Ambassador Shillard kidnaps Foltest's former advisor. This stings horribly, Geralt. It would seem the Nilfgaardians want to be present at the Conclave's restoration.
Only Triss can lead us to the Kingslayer. I need to save her.
Not only her, Geralt. All the other leads point to the same place. Sheila managed to locate the killer's hideout. They were hiding nearby in the gullies. Deathmold sent his men there, but Foltest's killer fled. 2 other witches were covering him. One was taken alive. Before he died from torture, he revealed that our bruiser went to Loch Muin. The mages want to resurrect the council and the conclave that once represented all the sorcerers and sorceresses of the north. King Radovid, the ruler of Redania, is also invited. As Loch Muin lies in Kedwen, Henselt is likely to arrive too. But a Nilfgaardian delegation. Triss, Nilfgaard, Radovid, a bunch of mages and the Kingslayer. Too many eggs in that basket.
One more thing, Roach. I have to go back to Vergen. Philippa may know something more about Triss.
It won't be easy. The camp's in uproar. I bet you mauled somebody while breaking through to Shillard.
Could be.
Right. We'll pretend you're my prisoner. I'll get you out of here, but remember, our goal is Foltest's killer.
I'll remember, Roach.
So, ready?
Let's go, Roach. I'm not sure it'll work.
If we just avoid the officers.
Look out! Don't get too close to him! Bloody idiots!
Go on,
How
you!
many times have I
Hit
told
him in
you?
the face!
His Highness wants you ready to fight in any moment. And that means you don't get arseholed every day.
In the face!
Faster!
Hit him in the face!
What the-
Intruder in the camp!
Act them! Or you'll feel my boot up your ass.
I bet 30
not sure.
silver killed the son of a bitch!
Just avoid the officers.
In the face! Hit him in the face!
Go on, you!
Bloody idiots! How many times
I
have
bet
told
30
you?
silver killed the
His
son of a
Highness wants you ready
bitch!
to fight
What
in
the?
any moment.
Glenn was stunned.
And that means...
I'm not sure.
I bet
just
30
avoid the
silver
officers.
killed the son of a bitch!
Bloody idiots!
I bet
How many
30
times
silver
have I
killed
told
the
you?
son of a
His
bitch!
Highness wants you ready to fight in any moment. And that means you don't get arseholed every day.
I bet 30 silver killed the son of a
Faster,
bitch!
Kerr!
Footman Glenn was stunned.
What
There's
the-
an intruder in the camp.
Just avoid the officers.
I bet 30 silver killed the son of a bitch.
Bloody idiots. How many times have I told you? His Highness wants you ready to fight.
Look out! Go on, you.
Don't get too close to him!
What the? There's an intruder in the camp. Then find him.
I'm not sure it'll work.
In the face!
So just avoid the
Hit him
officers.
in the face!
Look out! Don't get too close to him!
Go on, you.
How many times have I told you? His Highness
Look
wants
out!
you ready to fight.
Don't get
at any
too
moment.
close to him!
And that means you don't get arseholed every day.
Faster, Kerr.
In the face! Hit him in the face!
Footman Glenn was stunned. There's an intruder in the camp.
What the?
Then find him. I bet 30 silver killed the son
Just
of a
avoid the
bitch.
officers.
Look out! Don't get too
Bloody
close
idiots.
to him!
Faster,
How many times
Kerr.
have I told you?
In
His
the
Highness
face!
wants you ready to fight.
Hit him in the face!
And that means you don't get arseholed every day.
Go on,
In the
you.
face! Hit him in the face!
Footman Glenn was stunned. There's an intruder in the camp. Then find him, or you'll feel my boot.
In the face!
Faster, Kerr.
Hit him in the face!
Look out! Don't
Go
get
on,
too
you.
close to him!
Bloody idiots.
What the?
How many times have I
At
told
them!
you? His Highness wants you ready to fight at any moment.
Just avoid the officers.
In the face! Hit him in the face!
Go
In the
on,
face!
you!
Hit him in the face!
Bloody idiots!
In the face!
Faster,
How many times
Kerr.
Hit him
have
in
I
the
told
face!
you? His Highness wants you ready to fight him any moment. And that means you don't get arseholed every day.
Go on, you! Faster, Kerr!
In the face! Hit him in the face!
Go on, you!
In the face!
Bloody
Hit him in
idiots!
the face!
How many times have I told you? His Highness wants you ready to fight him any moment. And that
Faster,
means
In the
you get
face!
arseholed every
Hit
day.
him in the face! In the
Go
face!
on, you!
Hit him in the face!
Faster, Kerr!
Who goes there?
Vernon Roche, I've got a prisoner.
What kind of freak is he?
The king ordered him questioned outside the camp.
Outside, eh? Oh, don't let me keep you then.
We should be safe here.
Thanks for everything, Vernon. I owe you.
You never cease to owe me. Remember my proposal.
Finally, you're back. Where is Triss?
The Nilfgaardians have taken her to Loch Muin.
What?
They cast a spell on her, turned her into a figurine.
Artifact compression. They must have a powerful mage.
They had.
Without him, Shillard won't be able to lift the spell. However, Loch Muin will be full of sorcerers.
That's not all. They got Triss because of Cynthia.
Cynthia?
She lied to you.
Back to Vergen, at once!
believe me.
What's the meaning of this, eh? Don't draw your sword. Not around home.
The plague. I was so foolish. Cherish this rare moment, Witcher. Philippa Eilhart's been had by a cheap Nilfgaardian bitch. When I find her, we'll have it out like never before. She'll regret her mother didn't abort her.
Wait. The Rose of Remembrance is gone.
Not necessarily. That viper, Cynthia, was in a hurry and left her bric-a-brac. Ah yes, here it is. Triss Merigold's Rose of Remembrance. Time is running out, Geralt. This flower is dying.
Then what are we waiting for?
You wanted to...
I've found an immortelle.
Excellent. You wanted...
I've found...
Excellent.